Welcome to this video lecture on the subject corporate administration. And the topic is government company and associate company, which is a sub part of the first chapter, Introduction to Company. This is Chand Pasha, working as Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government Postgrad College, Hoskote. Dear friends, currently we have been discussing on kinds of company. So far we have seen classification of the company based on formation. Then we have seen classification of the company based on number of members and size. Then we have seen classification of the company based on the control. And today's class we will be discussing classification of the company on the basis of ownership. Therefore, on the basis of ownership, company can be classified as government company, non-government company, and associate company. Let's start with first understanding what is government company. Government company is one in which not less than 51% of the paid up share capital is held by the central government or by the state government or jointly by both of them. What does it mean? It means any company where more than 51% of the share capital is being held by the central government. ಯಾವುದು ಕಂಪನಿನಲ್ಲಿ 51% ಇಂದ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ನ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ಬೋತ್ ಬೈ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್, then such company is called as government company. Moreover, a government company may be either wholly owned by the government itself. If it is wholly owned by the government means 100% of capital is provided by the government itself, or it may be owned by the government as well as it may be owned by the private people, means both government as well as private. In such case, government share will be more than 51% and private people will be less than 49%. Then even a subsidiary of a government company will be treated as a government company itself. Let's give some example of government company. The first is Bell Company, that is Bharat Electricals Heavy Electricals Limited, State Trading Corporation of India. These are the best examples of a government companies. Let us now understand what are the features of a government company. The first feature of government company is registration under the Companies Act. Like any other companies, even a government company need to be registered under the Companies Act of 2013. But since it is a government company may direct that certain provisions of the Company Act may not apply for these government companies, but it has to be registered under the Companies Act. The next feature is executive decision of government. A government company is created just by passing an executive decision at the government level. The company is being formed. Separate legal entity. It means to say a government company has a separate legal entity from the government. That is, government may come, government may go, but the government company keeps on. So a government company can acquire the property on its own name. A government company can make contract. So it can do the business activity without the effect of the government. The next feature is whole or majority capital is provided by the government. As we discussed, if share capital is more than 51%, it becomes the government company, or the whole capital itself can be provided by the government. When the capital is provided, it does not mean that all the profit whatever the government company enjoys must be given to the treasury. No, profit is not being remitted to the government, but it is used to develop the company. Next is majority of government director. Yes, since it is a government company, most of the direct board of directors are from the selected from the government itself. Then own and efficient staff. The another feature of government companies are the staff working in the government companies are being appointed by the government itself, so they are own government staff. Then free from procedure control. Since a government company, it is free from lot of procedure like which the other company have to follow, and accountability to the parliament or state legislature. Yes, the annual reports of the government company should be placed before the parliament or to the state legislature. Let us now discuss what are the advantages or merits of a government company. Easy formation. The first advantage of the government company is easy formation. A company can be created just by an executive decision of the government. Internal autonomy. It means to say a government company can manage its affair independently. It is free from political interference, private participation. Though it is a government company, but a government company can take the benefit of management skill, technical skill from the private people and run the companies. Easy to alter. The memorandum of association of the government company can easily be altered with or without the approval of the government. Then discipline. Yes, the company has to follow the guidelines of the Companies Act, so it will be a disciplined company. Professional management. The government companies will be run by a qualified manager who will having the personal skills and public accountability. As we discussed previous also, a government company reports has to be placed in the parliament. Now let us understand what are the limitations or drawbacks of the government company. Board of directors packed with yes men or government representative. All the members or majority of the members of the board of directors are being appointed by the government, so this becomes a drawback because they are not independent directors. And autonomy only in name. The next limitation is it may be a government company, but in the government company there may be a lot of political interference and fraud on Companies Act and Constitution. There are chances that since it is a government company, there may be some fraud and fear of exposure, lack of expertise and deputation. So these are few limitations of the government companies. And since the government company, it enjoys some special provision, that is appointment of auditor. The auditor for government company is being appointed by the Controller General of India. Audit report must be presented by the Auditor General. Annual report has to be submitted to the Parliament. The next type of company is associate company. Now, if you remember in my previous video lecture class, we have discussed about the holding company and subsidiary company. If A company is holding the shares of another company, then this A company becomes the holding company, and company B whose shares are being held by A, that becomes subsidiary company. That is holding company and subsidiary company. The condition was the holding company has to hold more than 50% of share capital. Similar way, we have associate company. Here, one parent company acquires the shares of another company, but the portion of share is very notable. Means very small portion of shares they acquire. That is, associate company is also known as affiliate company, in which notable portion of shares is owned by parent company. Portion usually lies between 20 and 50%. If it is more than 50%, it becomes holding company and subsidiary company. If the ratio of holding is notable, very small amount, take for example 20 to 50%, then it is known as associate company. And these types of company are more or less created for the purpose of joint venture. And we have advantages of this company, that is, investing in associate company allow large companies to expand their operations and enter into a new market. Association may serve as a prudent investment option. Both parent and associate company can take the advantage of stable financial support, research and technological advancement, and improved production capabilities. An associate company help boost the parent's company profitability and overall value. Next is, what is non-government company? A company which may not be termed as a government company as defined in section 671 is regarded as non-government companies. Let's have a session summary. So far we have discussed the classification of the company based on ownership. So first we have discussed what is government company, its features, its merits and demerits, then associate company and its advantage, and what is not government company. That's all I have in this video session. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.